Hey everyone, I wanted to come on and make a video, hopefully a short video, going over a few of the requirements for your weekly discussion posts, as well as giving you some information on how to correctly cite in APA format. So I brought up this week's discussion, which is due tomorrow, and I know there are a few of you have already posted. But I just wanted to remind everyone about these weekly discussion post requirements. So one of them is avoid using lists or bulleted or numbered points. And the other is the importance of using paragraphs. And this is important for all writing for an audience. Paragraphs help to organize your ideas and information, and they help to focus those ideas because each paragraph should focus on one idea, one topic. So for example, one of the ways to organize your discussion posts is by creating a new paragraph for each set of bulleted points. And this makes it much easier for the reader to follow. And it might also make it easier for you to help organize your ideas as well. And then the third requirement is that all of the evidence that you use in your discussions, and you need to have 2 passages each week, needs to come from our class textbook or the supplemental readings and material that you can find each week under the readings and activities that I'm going to go to in just a minute. That's all. You can't earn points for any other material or sources. And if I can't find that material or those sources, you might lose points. All right, okay. And then of course you need to cite that material in APA, which means a reference citation to give the information and to identify the source itself, and then the corresponding in-text information to show what information that you took from that source. And in this case, you should be using directly quoted passages, which means they're word for word from the original source and in quotation marks. And I have given you an example here of an in-text citation and the reference citation of our class textbook. And so here it is. You can just copy and paste this. Now, for some reason in the textbook itself, when you go to the references, it only lists the first author's name, and that is not correct. And I don't know why, and I've told them, and they haven't changed this. But 100%, you have to give credit to both of the authors, and so this is what it looks like. It's all here for you. So if you use the textbook, then just copy this and put it on the bottom of your discussion with the heading reference. And then here is an example of how to use a passage from the textbook or any other readings from our class. So you can set it up, introduce it like this if you would like. You could also set it up by using the author's last name and the date before the quote with only the page number after, but I think this is the easiest way. So you introduce it. This means that this came word for word from our textbook on page 4. And then the end quote, no period right here, parentheses, the author's name, both of them, comma, the date it was published right here, comma, P for page number, the page number, and then the period, and that's it. Okay, so let's go here, and you can see this is the reading and learning activities, and you'll find the chapters of the textbook where the information for the discussion is found. And then these are the additional resources. So you can use any of these for this week. And these are all about communicating and listening, active listening, because that is the topic for this week. And then here are some additional information for you to use, and they're kind of indirectly related to communication. Okay, so that's really important. Oh, and what I wanted to say is this is the reference citation. This is it. So you can just copy it and paste it without the link. You don't need the link. So when you paste it in the discussion, you can right click it and just choose text only. But that's it. All right, and so you have your reference here. Now, of course, you're going to have to use directly quoted passages, and this article is from page 20 to 22, and this one is a video, and this one is pages 18 to 23. Okay, and then finally, I wanted to bring you to the announcement page. Now, there's announcements here. You cannot see them. They haven't been posted yet. But I already posted this. APA formatting and citation resources. Okay, so I wanted to go over this very quickly. I know sometimes it's intimidating to go to a website like the OWL, but it is really helpful when you are using different types of sources, especially for academic essays or research papers. But for you guys, I posted these videos here. They are very short, about 6 minutes, 5 minutes, I'm not sure. These are all very short. Take the time to learn how to set up and format your paper, which you'll have to do in the final week 5 for the assignment. And then take the time to look at how to create APA reference entries, and then how to create in-text citations. You know, you'll take about 15-20 minutes of your time to do this, but I guarantee you it will be worth it. And then, of course, let me see. I also have this will be, okay, yes, week 2, citing images. If you're using images that are copyright protected, which means you're supposed to cite them, you can go to this site and it gives you examples of how to do that as well. And I do want to say that this is a video that has both in-text and the reference citations. But I do want to say that the OWL at Purdue is an excellent resource for writing in general and for using citations. So let me see if I can get this into the screen. Here we go. So when you come here, you just go down to APA. All right, got it. And let's see. And then you go down here and you want to go to the formatting and style guide. You can look at these, but this will take you right into in-text citations, how to use in-text citations for different authors, like 1 author, 2 authors, 3 authors, more authors. If you use multiple, like the same author multiple times, how to do reference lists. And these are helpful little videos that they create. Oh, I think it went away. Okay. How to do reference lists for periodicals. That means magazines, basically, and journals, books, print sources, and electronic sources. And so if you click on that, it will give you written instruction, and then it will give you the templates, and then it will give you the example that you can follow. And it will do this for different types of texts. Here's one that doesn't have a date. Now, of course, these have to be our class text. So we're not using Wikipedia. But anyway, they give you all different ways to do this. This is for electronic sources. And they do the same thing when you go into in-text to basics. And they also, what I like is that I don't know why it's not clicking, there we go, is that it gives you some examples that you can use. It gives you always the instructions first in writing. And then it says, look, you can do it this way, author's last name with the date in parentheses, and then the direct quote, and then the page number, or you could do it this way. Or you could do it this way. And then some other types of quotations, long quotes, summaries, and paraphrases. Okay, so I just wanted to show you these different resources that are available so that it will be easier for you to find a passage. You can copy and paste it, that passage, put it into quotations, and then cite it. All right? If you have any other questions about any of this, you can reach out to me. Thank you.